energy is the Judgment card. And so it may be that your judgment or the judgment of others is coming into question. This is a developmental milestone of some sort. There's a very important choice to be made, the assessment of something that has gone before in order to move forward. So you're either judging or you're being judged. For some of you, this may actually represent a judge. Today may be something that happens connected to the Supreme Court. Maybe, you're making a judgment call about your life. You're taking it into a new direction, or you're changing your career, or you're getting an evaluation. It could be a final exam or a legal decision of some sort. Whatever it is, it's the end of an era. It's the end of a situation. There's a change of position, for better or for worse. A graduation, whether that is from a class or whether it's in life. So you're hoping for a fresh start, perhaps a clean slate. There's a call to action here, though. Something that needs to be revived, or something is coming back alive. Again, for better or worse. And the events that have played out over the week may have led you to question the wisdom of the current path you're on, or whether you want to start something new. The action you've taken, behavior you've participated in, or that has come at you from someone, some decision, there are issues that you thought were laid to rest and resolved. And maybe even things that you wanted to avoid, things you didn't want to deal with that are resurfacing today. So events are going to force you to make a decision, face a reality, face the truth, face some facts that you've been putting off, trying to avoid. And regardless of how inconvenient this new information, these new developments are, they are going to prove to be a blessing in disguise. And how, might you ask? Well, whatever this news is, as challenging as it may be, it's also a chance for you to step up to the plate. Who are you under fire? Who are you under certain circumstances? Whatever this is, it's going to give you a chance to be your best self, or be better than you have been. Because now, because you're closely looking at your judgment, you're going to prevent yourself from making an even bigger mistake if that's what you've done in the past. And remember, yesterday's card, the Queen of Swords, says she has the ability, by using her intelligence and her intuition, to avert some kind of problem before it happens. Now, negatively, you may be learning some kind of lesson, some kind of negative karma that you're dealing with. If you're in a legal situation, maybe you're on the losing end of a lawsuit, or maybe you fail some kind of exam, or there's some kind of ending or major life change that you did not want to occur. And so that's causing you to question where you're headed. So this may be an unwelcome transition, or some kind of assessment that doesn't turn out well. Maybe you're disappointed about the past, or there's a delay, or even difficulty making a decision. Maybe there's indecision. So this change could be a forced ending, unwanted change, unwelcome, a decision you made that you regret, trying to avoid a decision, a lack of purpose, refusing to let go. Something, is refusing to move forward, to face the truth. And it could bring a lot of self-pity in the process. In the positive, you're able to clear the air. You're able to put things out on the table without creating additional misconceptions. Maybe you're able to communicate more clearly, to clarify something. And in the process, maybe you get some kind of exoneration, maybe some vindication. And it could be that given your skills or your judgment call, something turns out for the better. It appeared to be a disaster or a failure, and you are able to turn it around and turn it into a success, an absolute success. But it is a day that will demand your patience. In some cases, it may take longer to resolve a situation. And while things are just, waiting to play out, or until you make that judgment call or do what you need to do, you're stuck. You're in limbo. You're out of step. And it's a day where you may feel frustrated because there are all these loose ends that you have to deal with. And every time, you think, okay, this is it, there's something else. And that's starting to seem like the story of your life. That nothing is ever really completed. It's just in the phase of completion. Maybe, you have to start over, particularly if you're not getting the message, if you're not learning what you need to know, if you're not getting something, this is like wake up, get up, do something. And until you do, you're going to have to keep going back to the drawing board, to square one, to start over. And it may be that you've been procrastinating. Maybe you think, I'm just experiencing a lot of bad luck. Things are just not going my way. But the truth is, you're creating the situation. You're not doing what you need to do. You're procrastinating. You're putting it off. You don't want to deal with things. You don't want to face things. You don't want to take action. You don't want to make a decision. And that's you being your own enemy. So whatever's happening today, the best approach is to put your emotions on one side and put the facts on the other, so you can create some kind of distance between the two. That's going to improve your judgment so that you don't make the wrong choice or you don't make the wrong move. Because again, you could be quick on the draw. Maybe you're coming to a conclusion that's faulty. Maybe you're being too quick to judge other people. You're blaming them. You're finger pointing, which that's par for the course right now, rather than being accountable for your own mistakes. So it's best to, clean up your own arena before you start looking over at your neighbor, your brother, or this other person. Recognize your own participation or your own role in a situation or your own shortcomings. This is a card about driving in your lane. Before you start judging others, what is that? Judge not, lest ye be judged also. This is about taking care of your business rather than trying to stir into other people.